All right, class, we're going to learn about uh, building a sketch in Autodesk Inventor with often isometric sketch. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to build this base, which is 64 by 96 by 16, 16 thick, 96 long, 64 wide, and that's in millimeters. And then we're going to build this, and then this, then that. All right, let's get started. All right, first you're going to go to File, New, Create New. Go to Standard Millimeter, Create. Then we're going to select 2D Sketch, and we're going to select the XY plane. We're going to go to Rectangle, create a rectangle from the center. Hover over the green, make sure it's green. And we're going to go 96 by 64. You can push the tab, it'll switch you from box to box. And zoom out a little bit so you can see what you're doing. Check your isometric sketch. 96, 64, correct. Now we got to go 16 on the extrude. So we're right click, OK. Done with that sketch. Now we're going to extrude. We're going to go 16. So I've got 96 by 64 by 16. Now we're going to make that rectangle on the back stand up, and it's going to be 16 millimeters wide by 48 tall with a 32 on the fillet. Select the surface, go sketch, and we're going to create a rectangle, just a 2-point. Make sure you hover over and make sure it's green so it lines up with that corner. Just selecting where you want to go. You click, and we're going to have to do the collinear alignment tool. It lines it up, so now you're lined up top and bottom. And we're going to go dimensions, and you're going to go 16. Click, hold, and drag on the dimensions. And right click, OK, finish sketch. Now we're going to extrude. Told you we're going kind of fast. And we're going to go 48, extrude, and we're going to flip that around. Check, OK, it's going to be a 32 on the fillet. So you can click, hold, and pressure shift, and it'll rotate around the axis there if you want. Go left a little bit, bring it down. All right, so get rid of the navigation tool. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, now we're going to go fillet, and you're going to click that edge, and it's going to be 32 on the fillet. So you're going to minimize that, bring back, go, put in 32, and click your check mark. There you go. That's the back side done. Now we got to do, click on the surface, sketch, bring it down a little bit, and we're going to put a rectangle anchored into the corner. Hover over, make sure it's green, or it's not going to line up right. We're going to go 40 by 28, I believe. 40 by 28, 28 tall, 40 long, and we're going to go 42 deep because you got, see that 22 right there, and then the 64 on the base. Well, 64 minus 22 is 42, so that thing we're building right there, we're going to extrude 42 millimeters. We're going to click OK, finish sketch, and we're going to extrude 42 millimeters. 42. And we're going to select that second one to reverse it, go in the opposite direction. There we go. Now, we got to cut that semicircle in there. Select the surface and sketch. Bring it down a little bit. All right, now we're going to select circle, and we're going to hover over until we get the green dot, and that'll be the center. And then we're going to go 24 millimeter. 24 millimeters is going to be the center of your line and your circle. So 24, click, check the diameter, there it is, 24, and we're going to right click and click OK. Finish sketch, and we're going to extrude. This time we're going to cut, and we're going to go 16. And we're going to go that direction, and then we're going to go Press OK, and there he is. Okay, going pretty quick. All right, so now we're gonna click on that surface and click Sketch, and we're gonna build the little cutout on the bottom there. We're gonna select line. So it's gonna be 16 on the inside and 16 from the edge to the cutout, and then 20 on the height. So we're gonna go just sketch it in there. We're gonna fix the dimensions later. You just want to get the basic. So click once, it doesn't work. Click again, go back, click again, and then drag and hold it, and it'll create that arc for you. Then click, click, and click. Take some practice. Click, right click, OK. And we're not going to click Finish Sketch yet because we don't have the measurements. Collinear alignment on the bottom. Let's make sure we can see the bottom. All right, collinear alignment, and there it is. And we're going to go dimensions. Click, hold, drag 16 millimeters. Click, hold, drag 20 on the height. And this is this next step a little bit tough. It's going to take you some time. But click, hold, and drag, and I don't do it right the first time. I'm doing Monday night quarterbacking here because I do the video first and then I go back and so I click, hold, drag, and then click, hold, drag. You have to click twice to get it to come out and do a right-hand turn or left-hand turn. And there we go. We got 16. Typed in 16. Click OK. And then Finish Sketch. And then we're going to extrude. Go extrude. And we're going to go 16. And then we're going to go opposite direction and then cut. Select it, and there we go, and then say OK, and we're done. All right, so when you create this stuff in Inventor, you export it as an STL file to your 3D printer. It's going to print whatever filament you have in your 3D printer. We might have one of those fancy liquid resin printers, which is pretty cool. But you want to make sure your measurements are correct the first time, because some of these pieces that you create can take 4 or 5 hours to print, and you want to make sure that everything's good, or it's just a waste of 4 or 5 hours plus a lot of plastic. So what do you create parts for? You can build a robot. You can 3D print things that go in cars. You can 3D print all kinds of stuff. So there you are. That's lesson 1 in Inventor. It's once you build a couple pieces. Here I am. I'm clicking the surfaces and then changing textures and stuff just to personalize it, but that doesn't mean it's going to come out that way. I'm just having some fun with it. So want to make sure you save these so you can go back and look at your progress and learn from your mistakes. I've made plenty of mistakes, but good thing about Inventor is you can always go back and replace parts. You don't have to start from scratch. In a couple lessons, I'll show you guys how to go in and delete pieces and copy and paste pieces. A lot of fun. So anyway, that's it. Have fun, and we're gonna have plenty of these tutorials for Inventor for you. So see you in the next video.